Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Art World Confessions. So I said I would talk about the National Museum of African Art, the Smithsonian's National Museum of African Art, because I saw it on LinkedIn where this woman wrote a commentary on this art newspaper article. And here it says that they're looking for a new director again. And the woman who has moved on from the National Museum is an African-American looking woman. And the comment that this lady made on LinkedIn was about the pressure that was put on female African-American leaders in the administration of these cultural institutions across the country. And that when things weren't working out with the institution, the first person who took the fall would be the recent hire. And, you know, since the Black Lives Matter movement and all of that, there have been a lot of diversity hiring. I mean, it's kind of a strange and funny thing to see, because you have to question, are these people being hired because they really are good and have been overlooked, or are they being hired for the institution to have a good look, that they're doing a good job? I mean, you always have to question, because at the end of the day, the same people who made the problem in the past and ignored these diversity hires are the same people now firing the same people that they did hire. And this is not just in the art world, but I think across all of corporate America. There was another meme on another social media platform where a woman who was in HR decided that there weren't enough black females in her company, and when she looked around at the applicants, she made a concerted effort to only hire black females. So she said at the third one, she saw some people giving her certain strange looks, and at the fourth hire, she said she got that call. And then they asked her, very politely of course, if anything was wrong with the people that she was sending to them, because it seemed like she was only hiring a certain type of demographic. And she said, yes, I'm only hiring black female women. And then they continued to persist and ask her, well, is there anything they could do to help her to diversify her hiring? She said, I hope you had that conversation down the hall with, I don't know what his name is, let's say Bob, Jack, John, whatever, who's only hiring white males. So I mean, it is a good question, and it is an interesting question. And you know, when you think about how diversity works in terms of representation for people from all different backgrounds, all different races, all different ethnicities, ages, and all those other things that come in, the he, her, they, it, I mean, I can't even begin, you know. I already got a lot of fallout on social media as well when I said it's hard enough for me to remember people's names. Now I have to remember what their gender is. I mean, I didn't mean that in a way to suggest that I'm disrespecting anybody's choice of pronoun, but personally, it makes it simpler in my life if I can just remember someone's name. I mean, that's one of the reasons I am not part of corporate America, because all of these polite isms that people adopt just to get along, while behind the scenes, you know, knives are being turned in your back and your termination is just a few clicks away. Anyways, I think people really should think clearly when they are, and figure out where their heart is and where their intentions are. Not just to do a good PR campaign, not just to make an easy buck showing an African American artist, not just to say, look, we have diversity at this institution, we have a black female director, or whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, the money is really what determines all of this. And I know the last episode was about buying and selling, all that matters. But if you look at the donors of these institutions, if you look at where the money is coming from to support these institutions, look at the people who give the money and look at what their values are. And that's exactly where the institution is going to be heading. Whether or not the policies are written and in place and, you know, being carried out by the HR and whatever, it's the people with the money who are really making the difference. So I think it's good to keep that in mind. And that's it for today's episode of Art World Confessions. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification button. I hope you enjoy these, and I hope you come back to see another episode. Have a great week and keep being wonderful art people.